Okay, so today's topic is medians and medians inside of triangles. So what we need to do first is we need to draw in a triangle. And median, which means middle, we need to find the midpoint or middle of all three sides. Now, if we had a graph, we could actually calculate it out and calculate out the midpoint. But for today, just while we're learning this for the first time, we're going to actually just kind of eyeball the middle. So we say that's the middle. That's the middle. Both these sides are congruent. Over here, we'll call that the middle, making both of them congruent. And that point is the middle, making both of those sides congruent. Now, we're going to draw a line. So we're going to draw a line from the middle part of the opposite segment all the way to the vertex. There's a median. We're going to do the same thing with all the other points. The line's a little wavy, but like I said, we're just eyeballing it today. All right, so what we have here, we have a median. We created a point of concurrency. The point of concurrency, in this case, is called a centroid. All right, the centroid is where all 3 points intersect. And what the centroid does is it breaks up each median into a 2-to-1 ratio. So the top part is the longer part of a median. That's double whatever the smaller part is. So it's like a little 2-to-1 ratio here. For example, if the other median, if the longest part was 10, then the shorter part would be 5. I know these lengths don't match up, but we're just kind of learning here. Or vice versa, if we had the shorter part, and say the shorter part was 4 of that median, if we doubled it, we would get the longer part, which is 8. All right, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Or if you think about it, the top part is 2/3 the entire length, and the bottom third is only 1/3 the entire length. So, let's do another problem. We'll call this A, the segment in the middle B, and the bottom part C. All right, so say we know that AC equals 9. All right, that's the entire length. And we want to find out what AB equals and BC equals. All right, we want to find out the length of 2 segments. We're given the entire segment. The best thing to do is, since we know it's basically, this is 2/3 and that's 1/3, we're going to take this number and divide it by 3. So if I take 9 and I divide it by 3, I'm going to get 3. So really what I have here is I have 3 parts of 3. Because 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. So if the top part is 2/3 of this, we just add the first 2 numbers together, which means the top part is going to be 6. The bottom part is just 1 of 3, or 1/3, so the bottom part would be 3. And once again, 6 plus 3 would be 9. Probably the easiest way to do it. All right, let's do a couple more problems. So over here we know that AG is 18, and we know that we had to find AF. Okay, so we know that this part is double whatever the smaller part is. So if it's double, we're going to take the big part, which is 18, and we're going to divide it by 2. And we get 9, so we'll get the small part down here is going to be 9. Now all we have to do is add this together. So AF will be 18 plus 9, which is 27. Over here, it's the exact opposite. We're given a small part. We want to find out what the entire median would be. So since this top part is twice the amount of the bottom part, we just take that number, multiply it times 2, and I get 24. It means the top part is 24 of my median. And if I add those together, I get 36. All right, let's do one with algebra. All right, so in this one, we got to solve for x. We're given that FG is x plus 8. All right, so this is x plus 8. And we're given GA is 6x minus 4. Now, we know that this segment is double whatever the smaller segment is, right? That's the ratio. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. So I literally could say that FG equals half of GA, right? FG, we know that, is half of GA. All right, now based off of this statement, we can write an algebraic equation. What is FG? Well, FG is x plus 8. All right, what is GA? GA is 6x minus 4. But we don't want all of GA, we just want half. So we're going to take GA and we're going to divide it by 2. That's like saying half of GA. Now we have this, we can actually go through and solve it. So we have a 2 on the bottom. So we're going to get rid of that 2 on the bottom. The opposite of dividing by 2 is to multiply by 2. So if I multiply both sides times 2, that eliminates that 2 on the bottom. I know a lot of us are happy that when we get that fraction out of the way. All right, so that's gone. Now I have to distribute on this side. So 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 8 would be 16. All I have left over here is 6x minus 4. Now I just have to move my variables to one side and my numbers or my constants to the other. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides because I always like to have a positive variable whenever possible. 16 equals 4x minus 4. All right, now we're going to add 4 to both sides. By doing that, and I run out of room, it's going to leave me with 20 equals 4x, because these 4's cancel out. So now the opposite of multiplying by 4 would be to divide by 4. I divide each side by 4. I am left with simply an x. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So x in this case is 5. If you have any questions, please ask me in class. If you're not in my class and watching this video, please leave a comment below. Give me a like. If you have any other questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. All right, take care. Have a good day.